Hi, welcome to today's yoga session. And what we're going to do today is we're going to work on some of those energetic pathways. And by that, I mean that some of those places where we can get quite stiff and quite stuck, and that can make us feel rigid, and not just rigid in our body, but rigid up here. Working on the body to release the mind. That's what we're going to do today. And a lot of that, we're all very common places that we're stiff here, but also very common stiff area is around here, around the lower back. Too much sitting down. You know, when you're sitting down, you can become very rigid doing all that kind of stuff, or looking at a phone or looking at TV, or just sitting much more than we really should or want to be sitting. And that lower back gets very stiff, and twisting is a fantastic way to release that stiff back energy. And also, of course, that's also working here around this midline here, the area where your digestion is, your key organs, your liver and your kidneys and your spleen are all around this area, and your stomach around this area. And so we want to create, from an energetic point of view, stimulate and create movement there. And so unblocking these energetic pathways for your master organs. We're going to start straight away. We're just going to get moving. So let's come down onto our mats. Laid out, here's a mat that I've prepared earlier. Here we go, down here on the mat. And we're in tabletop. And you want your tabletop to be nice and long here and here. And we're just going to begin by giving that tail a little shake off. And then the shoulders, then the head. And then extending the right leg back and stretching through the heel. And then extending the left leg back, stretching through that heel. Then going back to the right, stretching through the heel again and lifting the foot off. And then we're going to bend that right knee and we're going to make circles at that hip joint now. 4, 5, and then we're going to go in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to point that foot back, nice and straight, so the leg's not up here, it's down here, and point it back. And then I'm going to take an inhale, and with the exhale, tap the outside of the right shoulder. Inhale, exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when we extend the right leg back, we're going to bring the foot to the floor, the left hand to the side of the mat, and roll around, and we're in supported side plank, looking upwards to that top hand and opening up the whole of the front of the body so the ribs are pivoting upwards. And then feel free to extend and bring that bicep next to the ear so that you're almost looking underneath the armpit. Breathing there. 1, 2, 3, inhale and exhale. 4, and then on 5, just rolling around, coming back into that tabletop position, giving the tail a little wag, shoulders a little shake, and the head a shake. We're going to go straight to the other side. So we're going to extend back the left leg, ease into the heel. I'm going to turn around to show you. Ease into the heel. Yeah. Lift the foot off, bend the knee, and then we're going to start circling that hip. 4, 5, opposite way. 1, 3, 4, 5. Extend that left leg back. Inhale, exhale, tap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Extend the leg back, bring the right hand to the centre of the mat, roll around on the right knee, and we're in supported side plank, looking up at the top hand, and then bringing the bicep next to the ear and looking underneath the armpit, so that the ribs are upwardly rotating. We don't want to get into this kind of position. You want to open so it's more this. 2, 3, 4. Nice side stretch. And on 5, we're circling back around, giving that a little wake, little tail off, little wake and tail off, a little wag, and rolling into cat and cow. And really taking your time there. Taking a lovely long inhale. And an exhale. And then an exhale back to tabletop. Tuck the toes under. Stick the tail up. Where again, bring the heels down so that you get a nice, you can see I'm moving back. I'm stretching back into the heels, back of the leg stretch. Walk forward. Nice baby steps. Toes are behind the wrists. That's important. Heads down. Long back of the neck. Heads in. And then on the exhale, the following inhale, we're rolling up. And we're circling those arms around there. Bringing the head up, looking up, and on the full exhale, bringing them through heart center, and we're in Tadasana at the top of the mat, yeah? Standing at the top of the mat, weights balanced around the sole of the foot. You're feeling the sole of the foot there. And we're going to circle the arms around, or you can bring them in front, depending on how much space that you've got. It's nice to circle them around and then to circle them back around, get a nice swan dive down. Nice and long back, fingertips on the floor. Inhale, extending, looking forward. Exhaling, folding deep. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, knee down. Inhale, sweeping the arms up to a crescent lunge. Exhale into heart center. So thumbs are here at the heart center. Taking an inhale, we're twisting. So you want to twist. Remember I mentioned that lower back? Let's twist that around and hook the right elbow outside the left knee and rotate around for 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale, 1. So you want to be continuously moving. 2, 3. The end of each exhale, the navel's drawn in. 4, 5. The next exhale, you unrotate and you frame that front foot. We're stepping back through plank, bringing the knees down, tails up, chin in between the hands. Slide the legs back, inhale, exhale, pressing back, tuck the toes, downward facing dog there. Oh, nice and juicy. The back of the legs, walking that out and then walking forward. The next inhale, toes behind the wrist, drop the head, long back of the neck. Inhale up, circle those arms around as we come up. Exhale through heart center. Inhale fully, exhale fully. Other side. Inhale, circling the arms around. Exhale, flowing down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back, left knee down. And you swoosh up to that crescent lunge. Heart center. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist. So again, that rotation of the ribs. Hooking the elbow outside the knee, twisting. So you don't, one of the things that I want you to be aware of is leaning in. Yeah, so you're leaning in like this and you're not really twisting by doing this. There's a little bit of a twist, but you want to progress your twist. We really want to get this moving. And the way to do that is to, on the exhale, taking an inhale, exhale, rotating. Inhale, exhale, rotate. 2, 3, 4, and then on 5, untwisting, framing that front foot,
Stepping back to plank, knees down on the exhale, chin down. Sliding back, cobra. Pressing back, bum to heels, tucking the toes under, downward facing dog, walking forward. Rolling up on the inhale, circling those arms around, coming all the way up, and on the exhale to heart center. Inhale, exhale. We're going to step out to the side now. Right foot steps back, right feet are parallel. So have the feet parallel and the hands are not up here on the waist, but down here on the hips. We're going to roll those shoulders out of the way so that the elbows point back, and that's to help stop this happening. Taking it an inhale there, nice and wide, and an exhale, folding, lengthening the back forward, bringing the fingers to the floor. Inhale, extend, exhale, fold, head in, long back of the neck, that head is shape. Breathing there. Breathing wide into the side of the ribs. And then we're going to inhale again and look forward. And then on the exhale, we're going to twist. So we're going to go to the left, right hand outside, left ankle, rotate and look upwards. 3 breaths there. 2, 3, and on 4, we're floating down, walking to the other side. Left hand outside, right ankle, rotate, look up. 1, 2. Exhale, 3, and float the hands down again. Soften the knees, hands on hips. Inhale, up to stand. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Give that a little shake off. Inhale fully, exhale fully. I'm just turning around so you can see me. Left foot back, feet rotate around, hands on hips. This time, we're rotating the feet so we're in more of a cowboy stance. So the toes are pointing outwards, and then that seat sits down as far as you can go. Hands on the thighs. Hands are here to hold those thighs in position so that when we twist, the shoulder to opposite knee, the legs, we try and hold the legs in position. Inhale through the center, exhale 1. Inhale through the center, 2. Inhale through the center, 4. This is a beautiful twist for that lower back. And 5. Coming back up through the center, sitting down, breathing there. We'll see if you can go a little bit deeper. 2. It's everyone's favorite. 3, 4, 5. Coming up. Step to the front of the mat. Give that a lovely shake off. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, circling the arms around. Exhale, floating down. Inhale, extending, looking forward. Exhale, folding. Inhale, right foot back. But this time we're going to keep the knee off the mat. We're going to sweep the arms up to that crescent lunge again. Heart center. Warrior 2, eyes on the front middle finger. Forearm to thigh. Extending again, looking up through that armpit. And going a little bit deeper in here. 2. Inhale and exhale. 3. Keep looking upwards. Keep rotating the ribs upward. 4. And on 5, windmilling back to warrior 2. Straightening the front leg. And we're going to rotate around so we're in the back leg. Forearm to thigh. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on 5, windmilling back to warrior 2, straightening that front leg, rotating around, nice and deep into the front foot again, which is your left foot. Then we're going to cartwheel down. We're going to step it back to plank. Exhale the knees down, wag that tail, and then exhale, chin in between the hands. Slide the legs back, inhale to cobra. Exhale, press back. Tuck the toes, standing up, downward facing dog, walking forward. Toes behind the wrists, from the head, keeping it loose. Inhaling up. Exhale, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, straight in. Exhale, flowing down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. We're stepping back the left foot to lunge. We're keeping the hands on the outside of the right foot. And we're placing we're rotating around on the back foot. And we're inhaling and coming up to a deeper twist, looking up at the top hand. If this right hand doesn't come to the floor, this is great practice for getting the hand onto the floor. So put the hand flat or on a brick. 2, deeper twist. 3, 4, and on 5, windmilling, coming up, rotating around to the other side. So I'm going to turn around just to show you that. You rotate around to the other side, go deep, you keep the hand on the outside of the foot, you twist up. 2. That's great for helping you to get deep in here. 3, 4, and on 5, you inhale, standing up. Exhale, rotate back to the side. This time we're going to step straight back to the front. Circling the arms around again. Exhaling, flowing down. Inhaling, extend. Exhale, fold. Step back right, step back left. Bring the forearms down to forearm plank. Then the knees, the thighs, the hips, pubic bone. Inhale, extend, sphinx. Exhale, rotate the head to the right. Inhale to center, head to left. Inhale to center, head to right. Center, left. Taking it to the center and then folding down. Right hand on top of left, forehead down. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on 5, hands under shoulders, pressing back, downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, walking forward, toes in, head down. This time, we're going to stay in a forward fold. We're going to move the feet to the edges of the mat, heels in, mount of the foot out. Squat, Malasana squat, everyone's favourite. Great for opening up the hips, great for digestion. 2, inhale and exhale. 3, 4, and on 5, sitting down, straight to Malasana. Yeah. One leg, then the other leg. And we're going to extend the arms up, lowering down to low back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Floating there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, coming up to sit. Inhaling, keeping the right foot folded in and extending the left leg away. Inhale, extend, exhale, folding towards that foot. Now for some people, getting the hand to the foot is easy. For others, it's maybe more at the calf. Exhaling, folding, lengthening forward. Again, extend, feel the lengthening, the extension on the lower back there as you fold deep. 2, 3, 4, and on 5. Big, big, big circle round with that right hand. Bringing the right knee in, wrapping the left arm around and twisting. 2, 3, get that moving here. 4, and on 5, release. Go straight to the other side. Left foot in. Left knee opens out to the side. And again, it's that inhale and the exhale. The pelvis tilts forward. Perhaps you're coming to the foot. Perhaps you're just coming to the calf. So you inhale, lengthen, extend, lengthen forward. 2. Again, feel the lift in the waist there, this area here that we're talking about, and in the hips. 4. And then on 5, inhale, come up. Exhale, left knee up. Wrapping the right arm around, we're twisting around to the left. 1. Inhale and exhale, twist. 2. 3. 4, and on 5, coming back through center, extending the legs out. We're almost there. Almost there. Whole body movement. Straightening the legs up. Giving the legs a nice little shake. Yeah? That will feel loose. And then crossing, we're going to do eagle bind twist. You're going to cross the left over right first. For the full posture, you're wrapping that left foot around. If that doesn't happen, just squeeze the thighs together. Bring the knees in towards the ribs, so it's nice and tight. Take an inhale, relax the left hand, and the right hand's going to guide those knees to the mat on the right side, and you're going to look to the left. 1, 2, inhale and exhale. 3, 4, and then on 5, we're going to unravel. Come back to center, straighten the legs in the middle again, opposite way, so we're going right over left, wrapping that around, squeezing the knees in towards the ribs, taking an inhale, with an exhale, that's going to roll over to the left, and you're going to look to the right, breathing there. Again, you feel lots of twist and rotation, lots of movement around that area. 2, 3, 4, and on 5, unraveling the legs, straightening them up in the middle, bringing the arms up and giving that a really good shake. Here we go. Wah. Be really dynamic about this, and maybe you can even go and be really loud. Good. Stop. Bring the hands down. Bringing the feet together, bending the knees, bring the soles of the feet down. Extend the legs away, and you're in Shavasana. This is a wonderful, short, sweet, all over sequence, getting you moving. Great for before work, but fantastic at the end of the day to alleviate that aches and pains. Bringing the knees in, let's roll over to one side and then come up to sit back to where we started. How are you feeling now? Yeah? Feeling pretty good. Do you feel that? Those energetic pathways? That sense of feeling relaxed, relieved, and reset, where you're thinking, yeah, I'm up now. I'm set for this evening. Coming home after work and doing some yoga is one of the best things that you can do. Much better than opening the fridge and getting a glass of wine or something like that out. There's other ways of relaxing, yogis. Yeah, there sure is. Thank you for joining me. Hit that subscribe button and the notifications, and don't miss your weekly Unravel, Unflow, Reconnect. Let's go. See you next.